Warzone 2 best graphics settings for low-end PCs specially. We have tweaked some settings to increase performance. Starting with the display settings, set display mode to full screen exclusive. Set resolution and refresh rate to your monitor's native resolution. In my case, it's 1920 by 1080 and 144Hz. Turn VSync off and leave everything as shown. Now to the actual graphics quality setting. The main factor here is this one, upscaling and sharpening option. This setting impacts a lot on how the game looks and how many FPS you get. We'll talk about this setting in detail later in this video. Let's just first optimize everything else. Copy paste these exact settings, don't change anything as it just reduces FPS. And yes, you can turn down the texture resolution to even low if you are struggling with low FPS or drops, which will be the rare case because these settings are gonna boost your FPS. Set FOV to max 120 and leave rest as shown. Now, depending on your system configuration, upscaling and sharpening settings will vary. I've been using 1050 Ti and between NIS and FSR, both set to balance. There is not much of a performance difference. You can see that in side by side comparison. Where Fidelity CAS is a sharpening technology, you can see better graphics and low FPS when compared to NIS or FSR. So if you are using low-end hardware, use NIS or FSR. For mid to high system, you can go with Fidelity CAS, no problem. Now, if you are still struggling with low FPS, you can optimize some settings in NVIDIA control panel. I have tested and used this setting, which when used with NIS or FSR, you can see a slight improvement in FPS. A side-by-side comparison with NIS and FSR is shown. Hit like if this helps you out, comment down if you are still facing any issues.